If you're about to drop your hard-earned bonus on a brand new TV, stop right now. Because in 2026, the old rulebook has been completely thrown out the window. It used to be simple. You wanted a cinematic vibe? You went OLED. Plenty of sunlight in your living room. Mini LED was the play, but that's ancient history. OLED isn't the only king of infinite contrast anymore, and the latest mini LEDs have reached peak brightness levels that honestly would have seemed impossible just 2 years ago. Today we're busting the myths. I'm breaking down which tech actually dominates your setup, and more importantly, by the end of this video, you'll know the 3 specific models from each side that are actually worth your money today. Oh, and as always, I've dropped links to all these smart TVs in the description with updated deals and pricing so you don't waste time searching. Let's dive in. To really grasp where we stand in 2026, we need to look under the hood because display tech is moving faster than ever. Let's start with OLED. If its Achilles heel used to be low brightness in sun-drenched rooms, that's officially a thing of the past. Thanks to third-generation micro-lens array, MLA panels, these screens use billions of microscopic lenses to beam light directly at you way more efficiently. But wait, the real game changer this year is Tandem OLED. We're talking about stacking 2 emission layers to literally double the brightness while, get this, actually increasing the panel's lifespan. You no longer have to choose between perfect blacks and a vibrant image. Now you get it all, but don't count mini LED out just yet. They haven't been sitting around. Remember that annoying halo or blooming effect around subtitles on dark backgrounds? That's pretty much history. Manufacturers have cranked up local dimming zones to insane levels. We're talking thousands of tiny diodes working with surgical precision. Plus, 2026 is the year RGB mini LED goes mainstream. Unlike older models, colors are now purer, straight from the light source, hitting saturation levels that go toe-to-toe with QD-OLED. In short, OLED is brighter than ever, and mini LED finally has the darkroom control we've always wanted. The question is, which one actually fits your lifestyle? At this point, it's not about which tech looks better on a spec sheet, it's about your home and how you actually spend your downtime. Let's break it down into 2 clear-cut profiles. First, we have the cinema purist. If you're the type who waits for the sun to go down, kills the lights, and wants to get fully lost in a moody film or an indie series, OLED is still your sanctuary. That ability to turn off individual pixels for absolute blacks is something your eyes will thank you for instantly. No tricks, no halos, just infinite contrast. And if you're a gamer, listen up. For competitive or high-fidelity gaming, OLED is untouchable. We're talking 0.1 millisecond response times. It's a level of fluid, physical motion that mini LED, no matter how much it improves, just can't match due to its core tech. Now let's talk about the lively living room. You know the one, the heart of the home. Huge windows, tons of natural light where the TV is cranking from the afternoon news all the way to Sunday night football. Here, mini LED is the undisputed king. Why? Pure visual impact. In these environments, you need nits. You need raw power to fight off reflections and keep the image from looking washed out. Plus, if you leave news channels on with static logos or grind the same game for 10 hours straight, mini LED gives you total peace of mind. Zero burn-in risk. It's an all-terrain beast built to literally shine in any situation, delivering color vibrance that'll leave your jaw on the floor in 2026. So, are you feeling the surgical precision of a dark home theater or the energy and versatility of a bright living space? Think about it, because now we're putting names to these technologies with the best models on the market. So if you've already decided that pure black precision is your thing, let's talk about the 3 options dominating 2026. We start with the industry gold standard, the LG OLED C6. As usual, LG has outdone itself, but this year comes with a twist. We have the standard C6, which is still the king of versatility, but keep an eye on the big newcomer, the C6H. This version packs that new Tandem OLED panel in the 77 and 83-inch models. It's an absolute beast that gets insanely bright, finally curing that dim room anxiety without losing LG's signature DNA. If you want the best OS and a flawless gaming experience with 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, this is your no-brainer pick. Next up, for those craving that extra color pop, we have the Samsung S99H. This is the evolution of QD-OLED tech, and I'm telling you, the jump in brightness is staggering. Samsung drastically improved the anti-reflective coating, so even with a lamp on, the depth of the image stays superb. You can usually find aggressive deals on this one via Amazon, making it the ideal choice if you want cutting-edge tech without the premium brand markup. Just keep in mind, still no Dolby Vision support here, though with their current HDR processing, you'll barely even notice. And rounding out the podium for the true video files, the Sony Bravia 8. Sony has made this its flagship for cinema purists demanding a next-gen QD-OLED panel. Its secret weapon, image processing. Nobody handles textures and motion like Sony. It's the kind of TV that works magic even on lower quality content. The catch is usually the price. It's always a step above the competition. But if you want to see movies exactly as the director intended, there's no debate. If you're looking for an image that literally pops off the screen without having to dim the lights at noon, get ready. These three mini LED beasts are the absolute best 2026 has to offer. Let's kick things off with what I call the giant killer, the Hisense UR8S. Forget everything you thought you knew about previous generations, because this new series featuring RGB mini LED tech is absolutely insane. By using pure red, green, and blue diodes, color accuracy has leveled up, getting dangerously close to panels that cost twice as much. It's the smart play if you're dreaming of a massive 75-inch plus screen without breaking the bank. The trade-off? The OS can be a bit clunky, but with the money you save, you can just plug in a streaming box and walk away with the best bang for your buck on the market. Stepping it up a notch in raw performance, we have the Samsung Neo QLED-QN8 0H. Samsung has pushed mini LED tech to its absolute limit here. This is arguably the brightest TV on this list, period. If you're a fan of high-octane HDR gaming or love watching sports with the lights full blast, this screen is unbeatable. One thing to keep in mind, Samsung is starting to shift its ultra-premium focus toward micro-LED, which makes the QN80H the perfect sweet spot to grab high-end performance before prices skyrocket on those experimental flagship tiers. And we're wrapping things up with the pick for those who want ultimate control, the TCL-QM 8K. If you were worried about blooming or haloing, TCL's engineering this year is honestly incredible. They've cranked up the local dimming zones to the point where, in dark scenes, it's hard to believe you aren't looking at an OLED. This screen is built to dominate in large sizes, offering spectacular contrast and black level control that's easily some of the best we've tested in 2026. Maybe the design isn't quite as sleek as Samsung's, but for raw performance per dollar, this thing is tough to beat. Now for the million-dollar question, after testing them all in 2026, which one would I actually drop my own cash on? If my priority was a dedicated home theater for those weekend movie marathons, I'd go straight for the LG OLED C6H. That extra punch from the Tandem panel is a total game changer. But honestly, if you need an all-rounder, a TV that can handle the daily family grind, hardcore gaming, and afternoon sports without a second thought, the Hisense UR8S is the smartest buy right now. You're getting 90% of the premium experience for a fraction of the cost. But I want to hear from you. At the end of the day, you're the one living with the screen. Which side are you on? Are you Team OLED for those inky blacks, or Team Mini LED for that blinding brightness and peace of mind? Drop a comment below. I read them all and love seeing you guys rep your favorite tech. And if you've picked your tech but aren't sure which size fits your setup, check out this video right here where I break down the best 65-inch TVs of the year. See you in the next one.